All right, here we go. The WaterKH Iceberg. Okay, I'm excited. All right. Yeah. So if you guys don't know how Iceberg works, basically the stuff at the top is stuff people kind of know already, and then as you get deeper, then the stuff you don't know. And this is that. Whale's gonna. Oh no, that's gonna be tough. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna probably just lead left to right, and go down. All right. So, KH theories. Uh, Before I did modding, I started my YouTube channel. Actually, there's probably I did some like I think like 3 or 4 cage. Oh, no, actually quite a few cage theories. Um, I did theories on like Lux has been there since the beginning. Who's the 7th vessel for the Master of Masters, stuff like that. And then I had like a pretty long series that was focused around like the different worlds in Kingdom Hearts. So like world lines, sleeping worlds, and datascapes. And I was going to combine that long series into one video, but I never did because I got tired after the last one I did. But yeah, that's KH theories. Zombie ciphers. That one's fun. It's quite funny because actually I'm kind of getting back into that right now. But that's actually how me and Whale met. Fulzy said, "Take care." Ikana says he has the blueprints for Pluton. What's Pluton? Like that's Pluto, not the planet. Okay. Plutonium? I don't know. So yeah, zombie ciphers. I solved quite a few ciphers in Black Ops 3 Zombies. And Black Ops 4. I think there were some other ones that I solved, but was it dumb meme? Ignore me. No, you're good. Do I need to close my eyes?
Hello.
Okay, here's a trick or treat from Whale. What is that? Oh, that's delicious. Yeah, this is scary, but that tastes good. Very acidic. Kind of tastes like a kiwi. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll take the other half. Okay. So yeah, zombie ciphers. I solved a bunch of them. The one that kind of drew me into the community was the 80FGX. You need to try kiwi someday. They're very delicious. I like them a lot. I don't think Whale likes them as much. Very acidic. But yeah, so I worked on the 80FGX for like 2 years. I met Whale through doing ciphers. That's how we met. And yeah, I just like doing ciphers. Yeah. Rechart. Rechart is a mod that I created. Should I just mix like? Oh, these are all my things. Okay, so Rechart. Rechart is a tool I made for the Melody of Memory community. Basically, when the game first launched on PC, Damo approached me and was like, "Hey, we should look into making custom charts." And I was like, "Yeah, sure." We did that. Roped in Endo, Lyman, Whale, or maybe Whale is the one that said we should do it, and then we roped in Damo. Yeah, that was a fun. I was literally in quarantine in MIQ, in New Zealand. Like I got here, and then the game launched, and so I was working on that while I was like in that hotel. So it was kind of like the perfect time for me to do it. I could just focus my energy all on that. That was fun. Basically, just reverse engineered the game and had some fun making some custom songs, and then that kind of just is. Oh, I thought it was a Fijo, and it crunched. It was very odd. Yep, that's me, critic. What was that? Oh, it wasn't very spicy, but it was good. crunch, crunch. Yeah, so rechart. Yep, that turned into a tool basically for like charting different songs, changing backgrounds, changing textures, all that fun stuff. And then the cage through Rando. If you don't know, Critic Perfect is in chat right now. Is also a moderator and also one top 1%. He reached out to me one night while I was working on Rechart, asking for Melody of Memory assets, and yeah, it just kind of snowballed from there. We made, I think, the first seed that night, or like we started randomizing stuff from there. But that grew into something very big as well. We made the garden assemblage mod, or he did mainly. Um, there's a whole bunch of drama that ensued. I'm sure everybody knows about that. I used the word elite in my tweet, and it upset a lot of people. Um, there were some. Oh no! I felt the spice go down my throat. No, I'm good. um, what was I saying? Yeah, no, it's just kind of a debacle. But then, yeah, I met Critic through that, so that was all worth it. Otters. They are my favorite animal on the planet. Specifically, Asian small-clawed otters. They are very cute. I love them. They are all my emotes from Leon or Fishoran. I can't remember his name. Yeah, I just find them cute, find them adorable. I don't know. It's funny because I'm sure my fascination with otters could be classified as furry, but it's not like in that sense, I guess. I mean, it's like if I loved my dog, it'd be like that. But I don't think that's furry, right? Anyways, Jason, no, never mind. I take it back. I'm taking it back. I'm tired. I've been streaming for a long time. Um, it's not what I meant. I just meant that I love him a lot, but it's not weird. I love how so many people are talking now. No, yeah, no. I just like. I know, but no, I don't want to have sex with otters. But see, when me and Waylon talking, it's furries aren't just you want to have sex with the animal. It's just yeah. Well, I don't want to be an otter though. Honestly, though, I could see myself as an otter. Anyways, not the point. Love. Who let him cook? Okay, that's not what I meant. I love otters. It's not like that. Moving on. Rewrite. That was the first mod I made for the Kingdom Hearts community. Um, I think I was on the Super Spaghetti podcast like the day of or the day before I came up with the idea. And they had me on to talk about my videos. At the end, they're like, "What's something you want to do in the next year or something?" And I was like, "I don't know, make this mod that I want." And then I think next week or a couple weeks after, excuse me, I was handing out betas for it and stuff, or at least working on it. Maybe it was a month or two. But yeah. So basically, Rewrite is an application that was made to work with all of the different Kingdom Hearts games. But I only implemented it for KH2 FM on ROM. But with the granularity I've made it, you can type in any different addresses you want, and so you can change any games. It doesn't have to even just be Kingdom Hearts; it can be any ROM or game that's running on a PC. So that was really cool. I really enjoyed that. Very awesome mod, I think. Yeah, okay. As a furry, I can very much confirm we do not want to have sex with animals. Thank you. See, I think. Um, yeah, but yeah, Rewrite. That was a really fun thought. I think that really got me in a lot. Not in, but like it helped me connect with a lot of people in the community, like the Super Spaghetti Bros, uh, other people. um, yeah. So then, anyways, the Wayfinder website. This thing is probably my favorite project I've worked on. It's basically like a database for all things Kingdom Hearts. So you can. We're already halfway through the stream. That's nuts. Um, but yeah, so you can look for any dialogue, look for any characters, any games, and it'll bring up cutscenes for them. It's mainly to do with cutscenes, but there are like Moogle shops, interviews. So like you can look up weapons and armor, different character entries in Jiminy's journal, any story chronicle, stuff like that. So like everything is compiled on this database, and then you can just easily look it up on a website. Me and regular Pat So yeah, regular Pat was the one that had the initial idea for the cutscenes, and then we just kind of expanded it from there. Very cool. One of my favorite things I've worked on. Honestly, I think it's really useful. I used it for actually to source for the game changer. I looked up all that stuff on the Wayfinder project. So there's a lot of what? For another snack? Okay. Ah, what? Oh, what was that? A red kiwi fruit? Oh, I've never seen one of those. That's good. I thought it tastes like a Fijo. I have no taste, I guess. Um, but yeah, so regular Pat was the big brains behind that. It was awesome to work with him. All right, good night, Shane. Honey Biscuit said, "I hope you don't stop modding. I'm not familiar with your work. I just hope you can do something you love without getting a bad taste in your mouth." Um, I'm done modding in Kingdom Hearts. There's actually an opportunity I'm looking at. That's for a more broad audience. And I want to do game development, so I'll still be creating things, but I probably won't be modding any more KH games. Yeah. And then there's Melody of Memory Final Mix, which is kind of a layer over Melody of Memory. It just adds the most significant part that it adds is multiplayer. So you can match with anybody you want, regardless of rank or server, I guess. So you don't have to like be near that person or be on the same ranking as that person. Um, which you do, yeah. Whale saying. I think you have to be within like 300 of them to actually find them. So I removed that, then added a bunch of like you can take out timings, you can make enemies invisible, you can have glide notes that heal you because they always looked like you should heal me to me. So I added that in. But that was basically just my implementation. You can do really anything you want with the game at this point because that's just to kind of build your own mods on top of. Um, but yeah, yeah. So that's the first tier, the sky, if you will. Akana, it's fair to want to focus on doing your own stuff instead of modding, which is always content based on something existing. Yeah, I think I enjoy that. I do like modding a lot because it's something I can do in my spare time. I don't have to like recreate something. I can kind of just go and modify something, and it's pretty quick and it's fun for me. But I definitely want to start creating things. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, I don't. I just have to find time to do it. Um, yeah. So yes, man, we love him for this. I don't know if I know this one. Yes, man. These are all nice things. What I just eat?
What does it taste like?
Chocolate with dark chocolate inside of it.
It's meant to be a spicy chai chocolate. Um, so the yes man, we love him for this, is you saying yes to everything and everyone.
Oh,
Whoever asks you to do anything.
yeah. Well, I just like doing things, and especially for people that I like. That's what I heard. Yes, man. Is? Yes, yeah, that's me. My friend just recently, finally made it official. He's no longer working in the game. He's working, gone for break for a bit, some modding for fun, and do his own stuff. Yeah, yeah. I think it's a bit overwhelming, especially online. That's how Piece by Piece started and died. Fun. I'm so ready to do another episode. We're... I love it. That was really fun. I just need to commit to it. Yes, I've told you that so many times. I think we gotta rope Tyler in. I think it's funny too because I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh man. Okay. Yes. So like Damo, the Super Spaghetti Bros, like they'll say anything and I'll be like, I can do that. That sounds fun. That's and Sean, he'll say, hey, let's do a piece by piece episode. Um, yeah. Sus. I'm going to assume this is a Among Us thing. Uh, I love Among Us, and I love being a troll. So they go hand in hand. Um, is there a specific? There's. I like being. I like acting sus all the time. So I'll like stand on vents. I'll whisper to people and kill them, or just do weird. I don't know. I just like being unhinged in Among Us. It's so much fun. What's the piece by piece about? That is me, Sean. We love. What is? I don't know what spoilers. Um, I'm not reading down further. Fall Guys hacker. So there was like I think it came out during the pandemic, but there was like a week where I literally just played Fall Guys all the time. And there was one night that I played with the Super Spaghetti Bros, and on stream, I think I won that game. But when we were playing Hexagon, I was jumping on the hexagons, and they were disappearing. And then there's a clip of Mike just looking at me, because I'm like literally just floating in the air, just jumping up and down, and it looks like I'm hacking. And they're like, "Water's hacking!" It's such a great clip. Water, you didn't get my stupid joke earlier? Shame on me. What stupid joke? The Pluton one? Is that 115? Amogus? Amogus? I'm a big dumb. For those who don't know what Iceberg does, and I said has the blueprints for Pluton. I still don't get it. Am I dumb? Okay. Is Pluton like a Superman thing? No, that's Krypton. No, I don't know what you're talking about. It's a One Piece joke. Oh yeah. Oh, my bad. Of course. Yeah, I love One Piece. I should have gotten that. That's my bad. Um. Yeah, because we do a podcast about it. Obviously, I would know that. So yeah. So yeah, Jason's saying he was. I was fucking hacking. I was not hacking. Facts. Okay. Preferred Rail 6. My my beautiful, loving man in the chair that has made this whole thing work. Because I don't know how I would have done this. I can't even. I'm already tired and I'm not even doing anything. She's made this whole thing a giant success, but she is my fiance. We have been, I guess, dating for 7 years. I don't know. It's yeah, we don't really know when we started dating. But yeah, so we met through Black Ops 3. Um, I was working on ciphers, and then I tweeted something, and she tweeted back to me, and then I slid in her DMs, and that's how they say it started. But yeah, no, we literally just played Black Ops 3 for like days, or not days, years, and went into competitions, did speed running together. Yeah, no, it was fun. Trophy hunted. Yeah, so that's how me and Preferred Whale 6 met. And now I'm living in New Zealand with her, and we're very happy. I feel like when people say they're really happy, they don't mean it, but it kind of came out, yeah. All right. So spoiler allergy, Discord bailing. What is that? Have one sentence or is that two? It's the same. Oh, I'm missing. It's
So,
really the One Piece. The One Piece is real. To be fair, I like making convoluted jokes with these references. So don't blame me. Oh no, sorry,
that's
dude.
Water's humor.
Yeah, that's my humor
It's
all the
right up his
way.
alley. Anyway, so this spoiler allergy Discord bailing. I
I,
got sent this by two different people.
Discord bailing. What does that mean?
That means you're in a call, and then someone starts talking about something, and you just leave. And nothing. Just
Wait, what?
no goodbye. What?
I'm not that rude, am I?
Yes, you do that.
I just leave.
Yes?
Is it like a group call?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, spoiler allergy Discord bailing. Oh, I got it now. I got it now. Yeah, of course. If someone start talking about something I want to hear, I take control of my life and I move. I get out of that call.
Yeah, so that's all it was. And I got sent that from two different
Two
sources.
different
Also,
people.
yeah,
That's funny.
shout out to all the people who put their input into this. This was very fun to put together and very validating for me. Um, I'm glad Water has to confront his deepest, darkest depths, and everyone else gets to see it publicly. It's great.
What? That's not how. What that? That's not right.
That's amazing. Keep going.
All right. She just manifested one day, and you guys were just dating for years suddenly. That's kind of how it happened. Yeah.
I think that's the thing with online relationships is there's no
Mm.
like set date.
Right.
Like we didn't go on our first date. We played video games for a while.
Right. Where are all the other five preferred whales? I guess survival of the fittest, man.
I ate them.
Onet, or want, as most people should say it. The idea behind this, this is from Earthbound. This is a town. This is the first town. This is where you're from in Earthbound. The town is called Want because not okay. Everyone calls it Onet, right? Because they quote the Japanese, which fair, but I feel like the developers were going for a theme because the first town's called Want, the second town is called Tucson, the third town is called Threed, and then the fourth town is called Foreside, I think? Foreside. So it's one, two, three, four. So you tell me. No, it's not coping, Jason. It's not coping. It's just facts and logic, and I'm putting them together. Yes, everybody for years has called it Onet, but they're all wrong. It's called Want. We're moving on. Well, did you pick the Spotify playlist? There's a mix of both of ours. Why? Is this a bad song?
Yeah, I mean, skip. Tell us to skip the song if it's you're not vibing.
I just
But
heard it in Smash, so I called it Onet.
me and Water mashed up our
On it. Yeah, there's a bunch
on
of different.
it.
I can see on it. Onet. I can see Onet as well, but you guys are just wrong. It's Want.
Oh, net! I can see Mike.
Pretty goated. I like this song. Ah,
Okay, awesome. I like these
Wallace loves
guys.
this song. I don't know this song. You're the type to say Luxord.
Lux...
It is Luxord.
Luxord.
Luxord?
Luxord?
I think
Luxord?
everybody called him for years Luxord, but his actual name's Luxord. Yes.
Fictional names.
I was gonna compliment you on the song choice, Sag. I don't know how to say that, Zach, and not Swirl, honey. Oh damn, y'all have raised a bunch of money for the trip.
Yes, it's
Yes.
crazy.
I don't know, thank you everybody.
Wait, I just need to double check.
Well,
Kill
you have like want
times.
and you have threed, so it's like you want, and then there's like a greed town. I don't know, it just makes sense to me.
Let me have a look at this computer. Okay, no, we're good.
A23830.
Yeah, you
I
guys are
always
so
say
funny.
Luxord and Rucksack.
Rucksack.
It's always said Luxord. Yeah, I say Luxord as well. And man sex. I mean, exumness.
You can keep reading.
Okay. As a Spanish speaker, getting confirmation of how his name is spelled canonically made me feel so validated. Ah, interesting. I do like the idea of pro tags. Okay, yeah. I agree. I very much. Okay. So Captain Obvious slash Captain Opposite. This, yes, this is me to a T. My humor is saying either the most obvious thing ever or saying the complete opposite of what someone's asking for. So if they say, hey, this ice cream is really cold, and I'm like, what are you talking about? It's obviously boiling hot. Like, that's stupid, right? But obviously, it's stupid. That's what's funny about it. But nobody finds the humor in that. I find the humor in it, so that's fine. That's why I keep saying it. But no, just dumb stuff like that that I just will repeat over and over.
So you did. You explained Captain Obvious and Captain Opposite. You both like both of them.
Yeah, do you want to give some examples?
No, but I do want to just say more than one person gave me this if I was not already going to put this down. So I'm so glad.
Yeah.
We're delving into the surface. This is known and also not. So
Right.
I'm glad.
I will literally, yeah, I'll just be, I'll either be like super dumb or super
Super
controversial.
contrarian,
Yeah,
exactly. Uh,
just to be, and that's
just
my
two.
humor. Oh yeah, I found a few, that's my humor too. Yes. Yes. You and Bio had the same dad jokes. Do I do dad jokes? Probably,
I
yeah.
mean, you and Bio have the same dad, so that makes sense.
Yeah. The true
No,
identity of Dr. Luke Sword is Dr. Lou. He's the Dr. Phil of Quadratum. But Dr. Lou doesn't spell Dr. Phil with an X. Okay.
Mike, take
Piece
that.
by piece podcast. Yeah, we kind of went over this a little bit. Or what's that?
I was just going to say, take that Giga Chad back. Captain Obvious, Captain Opposite is not Giga Chad behavior.
Yes, we're getting to that, Honey Biscuit. Piece by Piece podcast. That is a podcast that me, Tyler, and Sean absolutely love doing. It's one of our favorite things. We all three love One Piece. It's our favorite thing. We've all seen every single episode about 10 billion times.
Okay, if we're doing an iceberg, this
No.
needs to be honest.
I've never seen one episode of One Piece, which is funny. I think it was you, Kana, that brought up that joke about Pluton. I have zero idea what you're talking about. I've never seen an episode. But we basically do an episode. Our episode consists of reading the description and then. Oh, critic! Actually, I think I told you I had this podcast, but I never told you that we. I don't think I told you that it was a fake podcast. I mean, it's a real podcast, but I've never seen it. I don't know what I'm talking about when we get to when we do it. So yeah, we do a podcast. Actually, I don't even think my brother knows that we. I think I told him that we'd have a One Piece podcast. He's like, "You watch One Piece?" And that's about the extent of our conversation about it. Yeah, because yeah, I don't know anything about it. Dude, yeah, no. So many people think I'm a fan because I told them I have a podcast about it, but I literally don't. Not seen an episode. We just read the description and then we make up the lore. I think Luffy D Monkey is
Wait,
something.
wait. Okay, I was going to say, don't spoil
No, like
anything.
our
Yeah.
lore. Yeah, like the D in it stands for Dick or is Big Dick or something like that. I can't remember. Yeah, it's honestly great. Yeah, improv podcast. Yeah, and it's so much fun. I just don't have I don't have time for it. But I do want to do another episode. I think yeah, or like more episodes. It would be fun. Yeah, man. Oh, that's so funny. I love that I got critic with that. And this is my humor too. Is I will keep a bit going until forever. Like I'll just keep it going. I just think it's
Like,
funny.
yeah, like most people read the room when it's not funny anymore and go, okay, haha, no, that was just a joke. Not Autumn. He will have you believing that he created a fake mod on April
Yeah.
Fools.
The one, yeah, like, that's exactly what I was going to talk about. Pat thinking that he's like, I don't even know why I ask you. Your fucking brother don't give me a straight answer. Yes, that is, I love that. So Fortnite dad. My dad wanted to play games with me, so uh, he got a PS4 uh, like last month or like a couple months ago. He has been playing Fortnite religiously. Yes, Fortnite dad, Fortnite dad. I've been telling Critic that we need to get me, him, his dad, and my dad playing together. But yeah, my dad plays Fortnite, and we play together, and he's actually getting pretty cracked. Like he's pretty good, and it's quite funny. I don't know why it's funny, but it's funny to me.
We got some leaked DMs here.
Fortnite where their dads is on. No, yeah, that's Critic dad. That's them. Oh man, I gotta train my dad. Dad milk. How's that dog come along with your dad? I lost. I lost and died. My dad left. I'm talking about the game either. I'm not talking about the game. Oh yeah, that's right. I love okay, me and critics chats are probably the I don't know. I feel like we can just say anything to each other and
I,
it's
I
funny.
think I think you guys both vibe on the same level of unhingedness, so it's
Yeah.
funny.
We just riff off each other all the time. It's so funny.
Oops, everything went away.
Everything's gone. But yeah, so Fortnite dead. That's what we're talking about. Famous twin. Famous twin. My
There we go.
famous twin is alleged, not alleged, fact, true, by Roxas. That sounds like a joke, but me and Bio are twins. If you have not seen our Vigilus Gaming intro that we showcased for one of our incentive unlocks here, that was us. We made a channel back in, I don't know, 2017, 2015. It was a long time ago. But yeah, the guy BioRocks is my brother. He's my twin.
And so, like, really funny story about that. When I met Water, and then we exchanged Facebooks and things like that. Like, I legitimately could have been convinced that they were the same person. It was very like awkward. And then,
Yeah,
seeing them in the same room, it's like, okay, they are just twins.
yeah, yeah. That's why they sound the same. Dude, when you told me you were his brother, I didn't believe you. Yeah. I think a lot of people believe that, and I think it's just because I don't tell the truth ever, which is funny to me.
Yeah, I keep telling him, I'm like, you keep crying wolf, you know what's gonna happen next time.
Yeah, the wolf's gonna get me. But yeah, Bio's my brother, twin. We're just two twins who like to play games and have fun. I think there's a little bit where I didn't know if it was a bit or not. Yep, that's
I
that's the
mean, that's
man. That's
totally fair. You look at both of their personalities, and yeah, I'm with you.
tell we're clones. Yep, we're
Most,
part
yeah.
of the Star Wars first cloning experiment. 'Cause I think you said that you both were and weren't his brother while I was around. I was like, I don't know what to believe.
Mhm.
Yeah. Absolutely corpse. I think this came from originally. I think this was from Mike and Jason's podcast, and they made that comment about Bio. I think first, and then, or they said he was juiced. I think they said he was juiced, and then they started using the word corked, and then I think it was like a one-off thing. I don't think they kept it going, and then kept saying it or something. I don't know what
Um,
the story is behind that, but
the other backstory that I've heard from this is that they saw your Vanitas
oh
cosplay.
yeah, that's it. That's the one. Yeah, so me and Whale put up cosplay pictures, which I think are still out there. We're not showing our faces, but we have our like cosplay gear out there. She's Anti-Aqua. I'm Vanitas or Ventus Vanitas because blonde hair. Um, and yeah, the bodysuit that I was in made me look
It's very
much
tight.
more, yeah, very tight. It was very uncomfortable in some places, especially wearing it out in public. Um, but yeah,
Was
so
that
ever
your first
since,
time cosplay?
yeah, it was my first time
Yeah.
cosplaying, I think. I mean, I did like Jedi as like a kid, where it's like I put a towel on my head and went trick or treating. Um, but yeah, that was like my first like actual. When really, I made the the belt and the cape, and that was about it. I bought the bodysuit because I couldn't do it. I was gonna make like the like cutout and stuff, and it was too much. But yeah, so I had this bodysuit. Mike and Jason were like worked or the community. And it was worked ever since. Um, yeah.
We go deeper.
I mean, have you ever seen Bio and Water in the same room at the same time, critic? No, but you will at
Fingers
Reconnect.
crossed. Fingers crossed.
I think Bio lied to me the first time, so I believed him.
That tracks.
I mean, we've seen Bio, or at least I have, because I follow him on Twitter. You don't follow me on Twitter? That's kind of sad.
He's joking.
I know.
I feel like you. No, I mean you. I'm talking about
Oh,
you.
yeah. I'm just kidding. Anonymous donated. Okay. So we did the charity for charity. Um,
Wait, it kind of actually does. And you don't put your face on, so of course they won't
oh
lower your
right,
vote.
okay, yeah. You did say Final Fantasy 13 story is better than Cage story.
Mm.
I think you. Yes, that was me. I did tweet that. Um, so we did this charity called Charity for Charity. Um, and I think it was at the end of the night, and we were pretty much at our goal. And I was like, I want to hit our goal. I also want to hang out with Mike because he's from the Super Spaghetti Bros or from the podcast. He's a cool guy. Um, and I was like, yeah, I'll just donate. I don't know how much it was. I don't really want to talk about how much it was, but it was an anonymous donation, so I didn't want anyone ever to know. And so yeah, we were just doing that, and everyone was saying like, "Wow, I can't believe someone donated that much." And I was in call because I was commentating on the thing too, so I was like, "Yeah, oh, it's so cool." Because I'm like, I'm not gonna say it was me, but now it's like, it was a lot. But yeah, anyways, so I think it was like 2 years or some it's some long amount of time, and I think I donated to a couple other of our charity streams, and then all right, Mike, we don't need to get into specifics here. And then I think I donated quite a lot for the Super Spaghetti's. Whereas they did a charity event for the Dream Drop Distance. What was it called? Dream Drop Donation? I can't remember.
I can't remember
There
either.
was some name they had for it. And then Whale or Mike was like, "Oh, that's weird. That's a lot of money." I think because I did it that time. I don't think it was anonymous. And then Whale was like, "Yeah, it makes you kind of think, huh? It makes you kind of wonder. Dream Drop Social Distance. That's the one. That's it."
That's right.
Um, and yeah, so Whale was like, I wonder who it could be. And then yeah, so then it got out that I was the anonymous donator for all those, whatever. But yeah,
Well, okay. The other half of the story is that water gives so much away and doesn't expect anything back, right? And then likes to save his money, but that conflicts with his giving away, and he gets into these
yeah.
moods, I guess, but they're
Well,
self-inflicted. And so I'm just like,
okay.
you
The
know,
lore behind that, I don't really buy anything for myself, but I like helping my friends. And I like doing good things with my money, but I don't like spending it on myself. So
yes,
I'll spend it on other people. And
really
that's
easily. He'll really easily spend it on
it goes
other
back to the
people.
yes man thing. They're like, man, we really need $10 for this tire. I'm like, I'll give you $100. Get 10 tires.
I actually think it also comes down to the American health system. Like, I legitimately do, because you're saving up for what if I break my toe and I need surgery? Like, you're not, you do have to think of that quite differently over here. Um, you know, so no, I think that's part of it as well.
Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
I want to travel to the U.S. and need some money.
see, and that would work.
And that would work on me. I'd be like, yeah, how much do you need?
Even
I
right
swear, I
now.
helped someone buy like a PS4 Pro when they first came out because they were
Mm.
like, I really want a PS4 Pro. I was like, sure. I didn't really even know them, and yeah, no, it's funny.
Yeah, and so even with this, because we're saving up, trying to get to reconnect as well, and then Water's like, oh, but what if we help our friend get to reconnect? They might need some money. I'm like, there's three of us, like,
Yeah.
and our daughter, so it's just them. I think they can do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Can I have some money, critic? What are you gonna do with it? Yo, Water, how you doing, man? Can I have some money? Man, I wouldn't mind having another PS5, man. I want a house. Okay, okay. Hey, Water, can I have money for drugs? Just saying my birthday was 5 months ago.
Hey, wait,
I'm
was it
just
mine?
saying,
No.
man. My parents hate me sometimes where they're like, save your money, stop giving donations. Yeah. Water is Mr. Beast, just liquid. Mr. Liquid. Okay. DD DOA, these devs. Ah, yeah. So, I got into this phase, and I still would be in this phase if I had more time. But I hated this game called Dead Ops Arcade, and I was trying to get this last trophy in Cold War for Dead Ops Arcade, and you had to beat the boss. I
It
spent months on this thing, I think.
it was bad, right? Like it was unplayable at some parts.
Um, yeah, like
Like they
it was
patched
hard
it.
to get. Yeah, they did patch it a lot. Um, but I remember there being like this one moment, because yeah, I would die a lot from stuff that was dumb, or like I think I fell through the map a couple times, stuff like that. But there was this one time, and I think it was yeah, I thought it was on the mountain, but apparently it was in this like in the meatball blood pool area, and I get ran over by a meatball. Um, and I go down obviously, and I just go off, and I'm like, these devs should not have jobs or something. What was the quote?
I don't even remember, but it was like a very long-winded.
Yeah, this is long-winded
How
about how
did they
these.
muck it up
Yeah,
this
I got like
basically?
look at this up this bit. Yeah,
Yeah. But
um,
like to a
but
level that
hard. And I was
our
streaming it, and it was
yeah,
bad. It was not good. And Jason
and
was there, and
yeah,
he was
exactly.
cackling.
Our new Kingdom Hearts friends had not experienced
Nah,
Water's
and I think that's a good thing.
rage.
I got away from that. I got
Yeah.
away from that and speedrunning because both of those made me very
Yeah,
very
they did.
upset. um, yeah. The Italian clip. No, it was not. It was not that clip. It was very similar to that
Similar
clip.
spirit, yeah.
Very similar. What game was it? Dead Ops Arcade 3 from Cold War Zombies
Yeah.
Black Ops. Yep. Um, love making yes, Dead Poops. Dead Poops Arcade. Yeah, Dead or Alive. Tyler will always come in when I stream Dead Ops Arcade and be like, Dead or Alive 3? Very funny. Easter Egg Hunter. I feel like this one might be.
Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
god, dude.
Anonymous for the
Fuck this
walls.
game,
Oh my god.
okay? There is 5 behind me, and not a
Sorry,
fucking sound. Jesus
Thank you so
Christ,
much.
man. How did they
Anonymous
fuck
for the
this up
walls.
this bad?
Look at this up this
Sounded so Italian just then.
man. Yeah, I think the whole thing with speedrunning is you're doing the
That's so
same action
great.
over and over and over and over. It
It's just
leaves
so
on your brain much.
frustrating. Like,
And it gets to a point where you are relying on
we're gonna
RNG,
die.
and you are relying on some man-made
it.
function.
I
to
live.
run the
There's
same
5
every
behind
time.
me.
And so
How?
it kind of like it is.
Not
it's
a
like,
word.
almost- Like obviously not, because you are getting different results, but it's almost like you are going insane doing it. At least that's how it feels like for me. Obviously, people have different experiences.
That was such good timing. That was so good. Very well placed for the lols. Thank you, Anon. $106, 42 cents.
So we've met our diss track goal.
No, that was.
Oh wait, what was the other one?
That was you and Demo doing State of the
Demo.
Heart.
Yeah, State of the Heart podcast
Live.
live coming near you soon.
Crazy. Thank you so
Hearing
much.
3 waters at once was crazy.
Sorry about that.
Oh, man.
Sorry about that.
Sounds so different that clip. Yeah, that was a while ago.
He was a little baby.
Little baby, little angry baby. Easter egg hunter. I think. This would be me and Whale, right? Because we would do
Yeah.
Easter egg hunts, and we wouldn't look it up, and we'd have like a little dark ops squad, and we would just hunt Easter eggs.
Because usually the way it goes is the new map comes out, the big time streamers get all the info from the chat, and then they try and be the first person to sort of crack the Easter egg,
Yeah.
or quest. I think they changed it to. But no, me and Water, we were doing that for a little while, but then we decided, you know, we'll probably just get more enjoyment out of it if we try and figure it out ourselves, and we
Yeah.
did. It was way
more
more
fun.
rewarding, totally.
Yeah.
And doing that with friends, especially, and like sharing that moment with friends, like, oh my god, I meleeed this random wall and I found this thing,
Yeah.
or like, you know, finding the little square in the ground and being like, is this a thing?
Yeah, like looking at the square for like hours and hours, or looking at the chem flask and being like, "Where does this go?"
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it went right next to the thing where you picked it up. I don't know,
Yeah.
just so
So like,
it's fun. I miss
like,
that a lot.
yeah, like why would you deprive yourself of that experience, really?
That's my whole. I think that's where I get my experience spoiler from.
Yeah, totally.
Because if you experience, like, if you have something spoiled for you, you get told how to do something, then you're losing out on that experience. How the devs intended it.
Yeah, Castigula, more state of the heart.
So, I do not love this country is a quote that I made in the Super Spaghetti Bros chat. I don't remember when it was or like what the context was really behind it, but I do remember being so upset one day, or just being like, you know, over it for a
Mm.
while, still living in America, trying to get to New Zealand, and I was just like, I don't remember. You probably have
I feel like-
context.
I feel like Mike said something and implied, you know, red-blooded American, like, you know,
Yeah.
like as a joke, and yeah, and
I
Water's
was
just
like, I
like,
do not love this country.
and everyone's just like, damn, dude, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was really early on, like, not many people really knew
Right.
you. Yeah.
Like humor, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I obviously
exactly.
meant it. I did not love America or being there.
A great song to have this in the background.
Way. I hate this country. But yeah, so that's.
No, no, no. You thought that was it, bro?
I didn't think that was it. I knew there was more.
Oh, how do I do this? Wrong one.
Because I was like, this isn't the tip of the iceberg. There's more. I was right. I knew it. Okay.
Actually, let me just double check that that is correct. I didn't cut anything off. So we ended at, oops. We
Yeah, you
ended at,
didn't.
I do not love this country, and now we start at built different.
Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. Built different. League throw / copium. Yeah, so I feel bad. Is it Iron Agra? I think that set it up. And I just did not I participated, but like I'm in it to have fun. So I chose all the games that I wanted to win, right? But obviously would never realistically happen. Like Metroid Prime 4, that's not gonna come out for another like 6 years probably. But I was like, dude, I'm putting that on my thing. But this is that what we're talking about, right? Yeah. There's like there's this like game league that we're part of, and basically you mimic yourself as like a producer or like a game company, uh, the CEO or something, and you pick games that you're gonna like put stock in or put money in. Um, yeah, so I did that, and then I chose games, and then there's a point where I was like, oh, I want to get the Wind Waker remake, and they're like, you can't do remakes, and so I was like, oh, okay, I'll do this remake, and they're like, you can't do remakes, and I'm like, oh, I'll do the Battle Network remaster, and they're like, you can't do remasters, and I'm like, what can I do? But yeah, no, I was having a good
It's
time.
just so on brand for Water.
I know, but I felt like that like I felt like I wasn't getting that across. Okay, sorry, I meant remasters, Sean. I meant remasters. I meant remasters and what releases or something like that. You can't. Yeah, okay, yeah, I used the wrong word because they're the same. They're basically the same word. Make them different, more different. Okay, but yeah, so that's I basically just threw my entire standing in that league just to have fun. Every time somebody picks a game, water comes in. Yeah, that's right. Every time someone picks a remaster or anything that starts with re, I'm like, I thought we could take remasters. It makes me laugh so hard every single time, and no one else thinks it's funny, but that's what makes it laughs even harder. Okay, difficulty, key shapes, and VR puzzles. This is okay for the VR puzzles one. Okay, no, actually for the key shapes one, me and Whale were doing this game, and I was trying to tell her, okay, there's a square at the top for this key, and then there's a line on the right that goes all the way through, and then it's backwards E, but there's a dot, and then you have a triangle, but it matches the top square. But I couldn't communicate that to her, and it wasn't getting communicated properly. And then the VR puzzles one was like, I had the right idea, but it didn't take the first time because I don't think I did a step or something. And so then I tried everything else that I could think of, and I came back to it. And Tyler and Whale are just in chatting like, I can't believe you haven't got this yet. I can't believe you took so long on this. And I was like, I did it. I did it right the first time. Anyways, what do you want to add to that?
Yeah, and so the other day I was looking up the footage of it because I was gonna clip it and put it in here for context. But then Water came out and he's like, "Why are you looking at this?" I was like, "Ha ha, I just thought about it."
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah, but
remember that.
dude, like it was just so frustrating. Like you can hear in my voice, I'm like, all of them have squares, all of them have triangles. How big is the triangle? And he's like, it's equal length. And I'm like, oh my god, is it big or is it small? And then he's like, well, they all have a square. And I'm like, they all have squares. I don't know what you mean by a dot. It was so frustrating.
Oh man.
And yeah, so yeah.
All right.
I didn't put that one on, by the way.
Who was that one? Oh, that was Tyler. I'm sure that was Tyler.
I
Dark
will not
Matter.
name my sources.
Dark Matter. I think this is the one where I was making fun of Whale, or I was like, I don't play multiplayer. I just play zombies, and Whale was like grinding hard out, for Dark Matter, and then I ended up grinding hard out for Dark Matter, and I did it for like the next 3 or 4 COD games. I think that's that story. Do you have anything to add?
Yeah, basically just that you did dark matter, and I think like you weren't planning on doing that until you met me.
Yeah.
But I feel like not many people would know that you did and got dark matter.
Yeah. Which is, I did that for multiplayer and zombies. For like, I think, Black Ops 3, Infinite War. I think I just did it for Infinite Warfare. I don't think I did the
Was it
zombies
Black Ops
part.
4? One of them had a really
Black Ops 4, I think I
gross
did as
zombies.
well, and it wasn't nice. It was like all purple
You'd
or
get like a
something.
million
Yeah.
zombie kills and stuff. I don't think it was worth it.
Yeah. And I think I did it for Cold War as well. That one was fun. I don't know if I finished it for Black Ops 4 because I don't think I enjoyed it that much.
Bro, I wanted to backseat so hard I was squirming. You know what it's like when you watch your sibling, your younger sibling especially, play video games and it's like, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing it wrong. Vigilus Gaming. that we've kind of already talked about because of our incentive, but me and my brother, my twin brother BioRoxas, we started out on YouTube doing playthroughs, like most people, I think. But my brother had this studio shed out in the backyard that he moved into because my brother, my older brother, made a studio recording for them, or my dad made it for something else, and then we converted. I don't remember the whole story behind that shed, but my brother turned that into our like gaming studio, and so we did like videos out there, and he grinded on those videos, and I worked on like the art pieces for them and did like animations for them, but nowhere near as much work as he did. But yeah, so we did games like Dishonored. Um, we did Vigilus Versus, which was like we played melee against each other, like different games that we played, like co-op games or fighting games, stuff like that. And then we did like top 10 things you missed in Zetsubo no Shima and stuff like that, zombie theories. Yeah, it was really fun. I think I slacked off a lot. I think yeah, so Bio turned that channel. That's what the now BioRock's channel. Because he pivoted a lot when I moved to, or when I think we did it like the year of college, or like the first year of college, and then I moved on.
When did KH3 come out? Because I think that was one of his last.
Oh yeah, that's when he started doing his Driveform videos, and he started releasing those on Vigilus Gaming, and then switched into BioRoxas, which was his gamer tag. I'm getting it now, the Bioberg.
The Fireberg.
Um, yeah. Okay. So how's the live stream and life going? Dot dot dot. Okay, take the top. Okay, take the top off. This was a joke. I don't remember what it was. I don't even remember how it started. I feel like it was a, like me and Tyler thing, or maybe Tyler started it and then I started saying it. I really don't remember.
It's
Yeah.
so deep, even water doesn't know.
I just remember I said it for a while and I thought it was hilarious. Or Tyler said it and I thought it was there's something like
I'm pretty sure Mike was streaming a charity stream, and like maybe he had already taken his top off, right? No, because he had the Mr. Nipple commercial. Um, and
right.
then I think you were like donating money, tipping money, and then oh no, donating money to charity, and then yeah.
Oh yeah, but I think because Mike was talking about how guys will come in to girls' streams and be like, "Hey, how's it going? I hope you're
Oh
doing good." Okay,
yes,
take a top off. And I
that's
think it's
right.
like me. It's the boomer streamers. That's right.
Oh
And it's like
man.
Tyler, I think, is starting it, or Mike started it, and then I just hopped on the train because I thought it was hilarious.
But I think you wanted Mike to take his top off.
I did want Mike to take a top off, and he did. But he had, yeah,
Booba streamer,
Booba,
yeah.
man. I thought it was so funny. Pat steals WaterKH's credit card info. This cracked me up. It was a
This
voice
is
chat
deep
thing.
lore that I
Oh,
don't.
that's right, Tyler. We were in voice chat.
Oh, I
That's
see.
right. And then we brought out the stream. That's right. That was funny. Man, I miss hanging out in voice chats. Um, but yeah, so the Pat steals Water's credit card info. I think for like 6 months or something like that. Regular Pat had all my information on my debit card or credit card or whatever because um, we had made a deal that he would pay half of the Wayfinder project costs. What I didn't realize is I made him a account manager or like a invoice manager on our project on DigitalOcean, which meant that he could see every billing payment option, which meant that he could then see all of my information. And you would think that they would, like dot out pieces like stars and address and name and phone.
Like normal, yeah.
But no, it didn't. So he had my full
Oh my
name. He had
god.
my full everything. I don't think he had my PIN, so like I don't think he could actually do it. But there was one night that me and him hopped on call because I think we were setting up payments or something, and he was like, "Yeah, Water, just so you know, I can see like your entire payment stuff," and I was like, "What?" He's like, "I didn't use it or anything, but like I'm just being honest. Like it's there." I'm like, "Oh."
Oh my god.
It was so
Lucky you
funny.
have good
I was like,
mates, dude.
"Yeah, thanks, Pat."
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think it's nuts, but yeah, it's really funny. It's so funny.
That's
Um,
really incompetent of them, really, to show your
well, I
entire
think the
detail.
idea is that the account, because I made him account manager, it's a specific role that you have to be given so that you can manage everything.
Maybe they should have like a warning and be like, "This manager will see all your detail."
I'm sure there was probably details on
There
it, and
probably
I just
was.
clicked, hey, you can see the stuff now, right? You can see, you can make a add your own option. Yeah, so that was quite funny. Cold spaghetti can eater. I don't know why you labeled it as like a very attacking statement.
I-
Um,
I'm what? I just described it.
I feel offended. Um,
Cold spaghetti can eater.
basically, I love eating ramen, not ramen, ravioli, spaghetti, beans, anything that is in a can. I
Greens,
like just,
beans, potato.
I just love popping open the can. Even peaches. I used to eat peaches from a can. Um, peach slices. Um, and so I pop the top off and dig my fork or my spoon in there, and then I just start eating right from the can. And man, it is delicious. I don't know why. It's just something that you have your own can. It's like your own bowl, and you can just pop it open, and you just eat from it. It's delicious.
Okay, you get the metallic taste of all the food.
You
It's
get some extra
freezing
iron.
cold. I just can't. I just can't.
Yes, cold ravioli straight from the can.
And even my
You eat your
daughter.
peaches cold. What do you mean? Do you eat your peaches hot? How do you eat your peaches, honey biscuit?
No, I think Honey Biscuit's being funny.
Water. You could also get a bowl. Yes. But okay, the thing is, I don't like hot food. If the
He
food is too hot, then I have to wait for like half an hour for it to cool down.
also doesn't like doing dishes. So,
Yeah, and
it's
then
all
you don't
about
have to do dishes.
convenience.
Yeah, then you just wash out, or not even wash out,
No,
just
you
leave
just
it
leave your
there.
fork in the can for a couple of weeks. It rests on the sink. Whale will
Oh
come and clean
man.
it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's grown mold, but
A recurring nightmare where water. Oh yeah, I missed that.
oh, got everyone
Everyone's,
reacting.
yeah. Where water stands at the foot of my bed, eating cold chip already straight from the game while staring at me. I'm sorry. That sounds terrifying, but also delicious. So I mean, it's best of both worlds. Half hour. It's like 2 minutes. Sean said, "I'm not sure that whale has ever been more validated than when everyone in the voice chat was like, this is fucking weird." That was
Legitimately.
an intervention that I was not prepared for, and then I did not appreciate that.
One that I didn't know I needed, but I was so thankful.
Weeks. What is chat pause due to scroll? I don't know what is going on here. I work
Angel.
a lot, and I don't have the time to
Do basic human needs.
basic needs. Yeah, gotta catch some Z's. Good luck with the rest. Thank you. Thanks for hanging out so long as well.
Thank you. Yes. Thank you so much. Have a good
Do
sleep.
not believe his lies. Wow, I've not thought about this in forever. Oh, do not believe his lies is like where I first got my like itch scratched for like cipher solving and Easter egg hunting. It's basically this guy out in Poland who made this random app, and this is way back in like 2014, 2013, and the app was called "Do Not Believe His Lies."
Which is the DNBHL thing.
Yeah, DNA. Yeah, my email. I think my Gmail actually has WaterKH DNBHL. Like that's my Gmail. Yeah, no. Um, so yeah, I met so many great people. I still actually there's two people I still have friends on Discord because we started on IRC chat, which is like super old. Um, but they were using that to communicate and like share puzzle solves. But I went through all of them and like went through and worked on them, and then we like got to the end, and then we were like supposed to go around the world and meet in like 5 different locations at this one specific time, but we didn't think it was real, so we were like watching like live feeds from Berlin at the spot that they told us to go. We didn't see anybody, so we're like, oh, maybe we missed out or like didn't. I don't know. It was like this whole thing, but it was so much fun. It was so cool. It was like this like weird story about like I don't even remember the story, honestly. It's so long ago, but I met a lot of really cool people. It was really I don't know. It was just a really fun time. Like you meet these random internet strangers and you're all working on this puzzle together. Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, Sean. You just said your entire email, just to the world.
Oh, well, I missed some numbers at the end. But Water and I are gonna eat cold ravioli. Yes, yes, yes. We can eat Chef Boyardee. I don't think they have that in New Zealand. I want
No, I don't know what that
chicken
is.
nuggets from Great Value from Walmart with honey mustard, also great value from Walmart, and Blenheim, which is a spicy ginger ale only made in South Carolina. I'm gonna sign you up for every mailing list that I can think of. Damn. Ha. Water, you something?
Eating.
You eating cold raviolis based. You know how to live early life. What? Really life? Really live life. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think you're being sarcastic, but I'm gonna accept that as fact. ADFGX. I spent like what 3 or 4 years of my life on this.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. It's funny. I met a lot of people. Well, I met Will through this as well. Met one of my friends that I got my first job with. I met several other people online through this.
Didn't you meet two of your friends that got you jobs?
Yeah,
Yes.
actually, two of my friends that got me my first two jobs I knew through working on this thing, so that's pretty interesting. Um, but yeah, so this is big cipher that was in Black Ops 2 on the loading screen, and no one could solve it. Ended up being leaked. The solution had always been correct, but nobody could prove that it was correct. But we didn't know that. We thought it was something different. And then we find out years later, we compiled like 4 years of research, then this kid comes in, takes it all. Actually, funny thing about that, we were, I can't really share too much information about this, but apparently the solution and the solve for it was documented on some encrypted drive that was recently distributed, I guess. Um, and apparently that solution was on there around the time when that kid solved it. And I don't know, there's
Are you
speculation.
implying that he only solved it from that?
That's what I've heard. I don't
Wouldn't
actually
it be the
know.
other way around? That he solved it and they were like, okay, cool, add it to the hard drive.
No, because the files were dated back when Black Ops 2 was released, so 5 years prior.
Why did you say around about the time? 5 years
Oh,
prior.
because the files got distributed, I guess, around that time.
Oh, okay, I misunderstood what you were saying.
Yeah. I don't know if that's true, but that was interesting. But anyway, we thought the guy had taken all of our research and then just kind of ran with it and didn't credit us for it because he got like shouted out by Treyarch and all that stuff. Um, so yeah, that was a bit depressing, spending so long in it and then having it kind of pulled out from under us.
Ikana's off to bed. No, at 3 a.m. Honestly, fair enough. Thank you so much for hanging out. Yes, hope we have a nice rest of stream, everyone. Everyone who's in it for the long haul.
Yeah, we got what 12 hours left?
Yeah.
Oh, I misread that. I was counting up, so we weren't halfway through. We're almost halfway through now. Oh, okay, so that's that. But yeah, that's how I met Whale. How I met most of my friends, or my previous friends.
Hell yeah, Zach.
Yeah. Let's see. Edited texture, top of gate, cage through rando. Top of gate. Edited texture.
Okay, so this one is interesting because I wasn't sure if even you knew about it.
I don't think I know about this.
I think that's something for you and Critic to investigate then.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there's an edited texture at the top of a gate in Kingdom Hearts 3 Rando.
Oh, is it the infinity loop?
I have no idea. Someone worked on it.
Huh?
This person messaged me about it.
Yep.
Do you know this person? Do you know who I could be talking about?
I know Critic reached out to somebody to do the infinity loop for Yozora's quadratum symbol. Is that what you're talking about?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I would have to go back to the source and ask. But I was just like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just going to add it and see if Water knows.
There's a funnier one about this. Well, so I think that's what you're talking about. The when Critic and I first released the Kingdom Hearts 3 rando, there's some really funny but inappropriate phrases that Critic put on the computer. And then there was there was one that Critic put behind the Yozora door, which obviously you wouldn't be able to go through, right? Like, you just put it there in the map. But it's basically Goofy on his back with Remy on top of him. And I was like, Critic, I don't think we can leave that in there.
Children.
Huh?
Literal children.
Yeah, so it's funny to me because of all the stuff that we had like gotten called out for, if we had left that in, curious what else would have transpired. But anyway, yeah, that was fun times. It was very inappropriate. But yeah, so Water Bucket Minecraft. My name was not always WaterKH. I think a lot of people know this. Maybe not, but I started my adventures in programming. Actually, so yeah, I started my adventures in programming because I started modding Minecraft. And to mod Minecraft, you kind of need to know like source files and stuff like that. So I had to go on and sign up for an account on the Minecraft forums. The Minecraft forums, you know, you need an account. So I would like went to register, and then I was like, well, what do I want to, what do I want my name to be? I was looking at it, and beside the register page, there was like a water bucket. And I was like, I mean, water, Minecraft. My name was Water Minecraft for like ages. Not ages, maybe like a year. And then I signed up for that for Steam, playing Trouble Terrorist Town for a while. And yeah, these I was playing with like a bunch of old guys, old dudes, and they were like, Water Minecraft, that's like a baby game, right? And I was like, yeah, that is a baby game. And so I changed it, and I was like, Water Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, that's really long. Yeah, exactly. Like Kingdom Hearts isn't a baby game. I was like, Water Kingdom Hearts? That's really long. And I was like, Water Kihi, like Kihe, and I was like, that sounds really weird. I was like, Water KH sounds pretty cool, like Water KH. And now it's pretty much just water, but Water KH is, yeah. But yeah, started from Water Bucket, Water Minecraft.
It's funny too because so your name was based on that, and then my name was based on Microsoft just giving it to me.
Yeah.
And then yeah, we happened to end up together, and our names are a theme. You'd think we planned it.
Yeah, yeah. But no, happened uh separately. How easy is it to mod Minecraft? It sounds easy just because of the art style. I mean, they did a pretty good job of keeping it pretty compartmentalized. I would say it's pretty easy, especially it's in Java as well, so it's really approachable. That's why a lot of kids get into it because you can just download Java runs on any platform, so you can pick it up pretty easily, and it's a pretty readable language. It's made to be readable, made to be portable. Um, so that's why a lot of people get into it. And Minecraft's are really easy to get started with because you can it's graphical, so it's really engaging to start learning programming through Minecraft. Yeah. Sean said, I have another one I just thought of that I don't think a lot of people were around for, and I don't know if Waters talked about before. Okay, shoot. Gone even further into the depths, into the core.
Out into the ether, beyond our comprehension.
Beyond our two souls. There's a whale in these waters. Where I don't see them. It's too dark.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the lore
that's
of WaterKH.
WaterKH. Sean said I might be misremembering this, but didn't you learn that your visa or whatever has been approved? Well, yeah, that was on stream, and it's very cringy. I
Hmm?
had the clip. I thought about adding it to our alerts, but I was like, no, this is way too cringy.
Yeah, I tried to convince him, but he wouldn't be convinced.
You can find it. It's on my channel, but I don't know. It feels really uncomfortable. Like I liked having that memory there, but I don't know. I'm a very personal person. Very,
Like,
I don't cry or get emotional around people. So it was like,
yeah.
I was like, oh no, I can never share this. But yeah, never got the hate for Minecraft. I get it's popular, but it gets yeah, it's a real like it's endless possibility game. That's I think one of the best games. I mean, in terms of sales and longevity, like it's one of the most long-lasting games I think. Sean said, I remember Tyler and I being there in chat, and then
Yeah.
there being not really anyone else. Yeah, I think it was you, Tyler. I think Jason remembers it as well. It was a really intimate moment. I'm really glad like it was
It was
captured.
really good timing, yeah. And it
Yeah.
was nuts. It was so quick.
So I think it was, yeah, it was like what, 3 months or 4 months?
Something
It was
like
pretty.
that.
It was like really quick.
And I
if they
think
like approved it.
they
Because it was
told
also
us.
not a it was not like a done deal that I would get it because I was doing like a critical visa so that I could come over. There was something you forgot in this? Okay, hit me critic. Sounds like.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. I forgot.
Oh wait, critic. What's the added texture top of gate cage 3 rando? What does that mean?
He might not know.
I assumed he was the person that told you.
Nope.
No, I didn't even tell you, Whale. What?
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I think Whale's talking about because there's the infinity mark above the quadratum
Let
portal.
me check my DMs.
When you go fight your Zora, it was like the infinity loop to like represent because he's not right because all the other ones have like 1 through 13 for the gate numbers, but we didn't have one for that, so I think we commissioned somebody to make that one. Maybe like Kimchi or something. But
Edit a texture of the last KH3 rando gate top part. No. That was all the info.
yeah, how was that cursed? Yeah, no idea. Maybe they did it. You think it was Maddie? Was it Maddie?
Yeah,
It
sorry.
was Maddie.
Yep. I shouldn't have said that. I revealed my source at the last second.
What did he make for it? I don't remember it. I'll have to ask him later. Okay, but something in the super deep waters. Okay, tell me, critic.
Ooh.
Yes, dude, you missed it. Yeah, I literally just talked about that. I literally just talked about that because I was like, I don't really know what the texture top of the gate in the cage through random is, but I do remember critic putting some cursed things in the garden assemblage, like Remy on top of Goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I got you. I got you. Yeah.
Yeah, you weren't here. But you guys, same brain cells, so it
Same brain cell.
was.
It's almost like you were here, so slumped. Yeah. So that's the iceberg.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
fun. Oh,
Thank
thank
you
you
to
for putting that
everyone.
together. I think
Oh,
I
all
just
good.
yeah.
Punched my headset.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you to all the people that responded very quickly and let me know with all
I can't believe
the
Olive Garden
water
wasn't on
lore.
the iceberg. Oh, true.
No, because that's a.
Okay, so there's so I met I guess yeah, meeting the Super Spaghetti Bros. I guess that's more of like a Super Spaghetti board. I guess it's like both of us. Um, so I met Jason and Mike. Met Jason and Mike.
Mikey.
I have a guy at my work named Mikey. While silencing us. I met them like a week before I left the States. So I was like, hey, I want to meet you guys. We should make it happen. And they're like, sure, we'll meet in the middle. And then we're like, okay, what's in the middle of us? And I don't remember. I think I was like, I like Italian food or something. And Mike was like, well, let's just meet at Olive Garden. So then we met at Olive Garden in the middle. I think I drove past it accidentally and then I had to turn around. And Mike and Jason get up to the person because they got there first. And they're like, the lady's like, so, who, like, you have a third guest who's, like, who's coming? And they just like looked at each other. And I think Jason like started cackling because it's like, you can't just tell the waitress like WaterKH is coming. I think you guys knew my name, said Jacob, but yeah, so that happened, and then I got there, and then yeah, I think it was during COVID, so like I was hesitant to like hug them, but me and Jason hugged, and then I think Mike was already sitting down, but yeah, we had dinner. I think I asked the waiter like, hey, what do you like? I don't know what I don't usually eat out, so I asked him what he usually got.
He was like, hey, hey, hey. What do you like, girl?
He was the same person cackling through that's funny. But yeah, and so then we take a picture actually outside that place. Really good picture. I really like it. It's my background picture. Or one of them.
Girled.
Rolled.
That's how I said girled.
It was just that my first reaction was to say water. Knew that would be wrong, and it would just made Jason laugh. Yes, and so then the meme came that me and Jason kissed at Olive Garden. Yeah, that was the lore, the deep lore. If we meet in person, you better not even look my direction. Canon. Why not, critic? It's not a meme. Okay. We have some other events planned. I think we actually had a couple that we've gone through. Are we caught up? I think we have a couple more spins to do, I think.
Spinnies?
What's that?
What'd you say? What do we have?
Spins?
What do we have
Yes.
to do?
We got like that $100 one. Do we need to spin 2 more times?
Yes.
Yeah.
Whew.
Thank you. That was fun.
It's nice to go back through your history.
History.
How old were you when you were playing? Not playing, but doing Do Not Believe Us Lies and Water Minecraft.
The Water Minecraft was my last year of high school. The Do Not Believe His Lies, I think, was when I was 16? 16 or 17.
I'm just curious, like, okay, as a parent now, or, you know, step parent at least, what would your thoughts be about your child being on the internet with people like that at that
yeah,
age?
nah, I wouldn't like it.
Yeah, just curious.
The Water Minecraft, or the Minecraft one, I think it's fine. The other one, probably not as much. I must have been around the same age, actually.
Like right now? 13?
Like, no, 17.
Okay.
A little bit older, yeah.